Hey, it's Mike here, and today I'm going to tell you exactly how Joe went from a 9-to-5 engineer to closing 5k plus per month clients as a YouTube strategist. Now, if you've ever felt like you were sitting on hidden skills without a clear way to turn them into income, Joe's story is for you. Very relatable, very similar to the way I did it myself. So let me introduce you to Joe. He joined my program with me and started working one-to-one with me in September 2024. So not so long ago, but his previous role was a mechanical crane engineer for over 9 years. Insane, right? Now, phase one was finding the skill behind the scenes. So when Joe joined Casually Convert, he was trying to teach people how to make money online. Really, without much traction, it wasn't really working at all. But below is a screenshot of his old video sales letter. Okay, it's changed dramatically. As part of his onboarding, I gave him a skill assessment document to dig deeper into what he could really offer, and that's when we uncovered something powerful. Joe had built a 40,000 plus subscriber YouTube channel in the Minecraft niche from scratch himself. He's actually done this with multiple channels, which is insane. Then he told me everything I needed to know. Like, understanding that, I knew this guy had deep, proven skills in ideation, scripting, editing, thumbnails, YouTube analytics, all of that, all the works. And did I care that it was gaming content? Absolutely not. He actually thought it was completely irrelevant, but it was very important. So what mattered was Joe had hard skills that could help creators grow. What also stood out was Joe's consistency. 40,000 subscribers does not happen by accident. It's a result of repeatable systems, creativity, and a deep understanding of the platform. So this is exactly what businesses and creators need. He just hadn't seen how valuable it was. Not yet, anyway. Now, phase two was building his authority. So we repositioned Joe as a YouTube strategist, right? It sounds even good in itself, a strategist, helping creators monetize their channels. Now, the first step was get him on Twitter and build a presence. As you can see here, my conversations with him. We wrote a pinned thread to showcase his transformation, his experience, and his new offer. This gave him credibility and clarity, both very, very important to have. It turned him from a background creator into someone people saw as an expert immediately. And by the way, he's doing all this with just 500 followers on Twitter. It's pretty insane. So again, more chat here, but from there, we got to work on a landing page and a video sales letter to present Joe as an authority. And let me actually click on to his page. Look how clean this is. We revamped it like crazy, went through the whole process with him, and it is clean as it gets. Right. This site shared his process, results, and a clear call to action. So it wasn't just a portfolio, it was a conversion asset where people would book calls with him. At this stage, Joe was still working his 9-to-5, so fitting all this on the evenings and weekends, but the momentum was building. You can see here a picture that he sent me, ready to implement everything that was required after work. So clients were actually starting to reach out. DMs were starting to pick up. People were engaging with his content. It was no longer a theory. Joe could see the business forming in front of him. So phase three, and this was important, and it was setting up his funnel. So now Joe had this authority. We needed automation. We built an end-to-end system. So a free YouTube playbook is a lead magnet, email captures, and a nurture sequence within that, a soft pitch to his strategy service. As you can see here, this is the email automation flow. So Joe wasn't wasting hours chasing leads. People opted in, they got value, and then they were introduced to his offer. So at this point, we have an optimized profile and content pumping, but we're building a bigger ecosystem, and that ecosystem is this, okay? This is the secret recipe. This is the formula that makes everything work. Okay, if you want to pause this, have a look at it, feel free to do so. But this also gave him a list, a group of people he could follow up with, retarget, and sell to in the future through the DMs, through content, through his newsletter. They could book a call through his landing page. All of it ends up being to a book a call and him signing the client. Okay. So the result of this was after just 60 days, Joe made the boldest move yet. He handed in his notice for his 9 to 5. Okay. You can see here in the screenshot, handed in the notice. I was absolutely ecstatic for him. Ecstatic. That feeling is something incredible. Knowing you can leave that job, being confident you're going to make money for yourself online from wherever you want in the world. And he's a man to travel. He loves his traveling and he's able to do that freely now. So he realized something, right? The longer he splits his focus, the longer it would take to win. So quitting wasn't just a risk, it was fuel. A lot of people look at quitting their 9 to 5 as risk. It is fuel. You're tripling the time that you have to do, minimum tripling the time that you have to work on your business. Now, phase 4, and this is where life really changed for Joe. It was closing the high ticket deals. So quitting freed up his time and mental space, his mental bandwidth, because when you're working, I understand it. When you're working in 9 to 5, you just don't have that bandwidth. You're dealing with everything else. You're dealing with friends, family, the work, the boss, telling you can't have your days off. You must work all these hours overtime, whatever it is. I've been there. So we use that momentum that he was able to generate from that mental space and the time, the extra time that he had to refine his sales process. So I reviewed and dissected his sales calls. He adjusted his scripts and objection handling, and we role played and built his confidence fast. You can see here, this is him sending me calls and then I was reviewing, etc. Now, then something life-changing happened, right? You can see here, he's signing deals, right? That's okay. $1,000, $2,000 here and there. But his first true high ticket client, $5,000 per month as a retainer. That is $60,000 a year on top of what he was earning already from getting the clients here and there. The deal was absolutely life-changing. It proved that the offer worked and that Joe could sell. The first win opened the door for more. Referrals started coming in. Content performance improved. Joe stepped fully into his role as a business owner. And now, Joe makes between 8 and 12K a month entirely online, and it's just the beginning. This is far more. He was probably earning similar to I was in my 9 to 5. I was earning about 3K. So this is far more than me and Joe were ever earning in our 9 to 5. It's incredible, and all from online. So the lifestyle that he has now completely shifted, right? Beyond the money, Joe's day today looks completely different. He now works on his own schedule, takes meetings with clients from a beach cafe, travels whenever he wants, wakes up when his body tells him to. Like, there's so much freedom from this, but more importantly, he feels like he's building something real. That's what's really important. You're building something real. You're building something that's helping people. And here's a shot of his sweet setup. I asked him to take a call or take a picture when we were on a one-to-one call. You can see me here. But yeah, his setup's nicer than mine. It's incredible. It's amazing. But here's a review of Joe's experience with Casually Converting with myself, and this is on Trustpilot. Okay, so literally changed the trajectory of my life. That being the first line. You know, it doesn't get any better than that. It's, again, you can pause it, read the thing, but yeah, it's amazing to see that. So what does this mean for you? It means Joe's results aren't random. They're the product of a simple, repeatable system. I've done it for myself, Joe, tons of others. You extract your valuable skill, we position it as a premium offer, build a content engine that attracts buyers, create simple assets that convert traffic into clients, and master sales. Even if you've never sold before. Before I created my business, I had never sold to anyone before. I was, quite frankly, clueless. I didn't know. But there are thousands of people like Joe sitting on valuable, under-leveraged skill sets. He didn't start from scratch. He didn't need a massive audience. He just needed a system and someone to guide him. And that's exactly what I do. So if you feel stuck in your 9 to 5, but you know you're capable of more, just like me, just like Joe, just like all the others, this is your sign. So you can join below, apply to have a call with me below, and I'll talk to you one-to-one to see if you're a good fit for the program. The link will be here in the doc, or else you'll see it just below wherever you're watching this video. So Joe's story is an amazing one, and I'm glad to be able to tell you all about it. Take care. It's been a good one. Mike.